In 1990s China, one man was rejected from over 30 jobs, turned away by KFC, dismissed by the police, and even rejected by Harvard 10 separate times. And that man was Jack Ma. Before he built one of the largest technology empires on the planet. He was simply an underpaid English teacher in Hangzhou with no background in coding, no formal training in computers, and no obvious path to success in the tech world. He wasn't a programmer, he wasn't a Silicon Valley engineer, and he didn't come from wealth or privilege. But he possessed something far more powerful: vision. At a time when the internet was still a mystery in China, Jack Ma saw opportunity where others saw confusion. And that belief would eventually lead him to build Alibaba into a global powerhouse, transforming global commerce and redefining what was possible for entrepreneurs in China, before his dramatic and mysterious disappearance from the public spotlight shocked the world. In 1995, during a trip to the United States, Jack Ma encountered the internet for the first time, and what he saw stunned him. When he searched the word China, he found almost nothing: no businesses, no products, no digital presence representing the world's most populous country. And in that moment, he realized that the internet was not just technology, it was a once-in-a-generation opportunity. Returning to Hangzhou, he gathered 17 friends inside his small apartment and pitched them a bold idea: build an online marketplace that would connect Chinese manufacturers to the world. Most of them didn't fully understand the internet, and neither did he, but they believed in his conviction, and in 1999 Alibaba was born. In its early days, the company had no money, no advanced infrastructure, and no powerful investors backing it. But it had relentless belief and a mission to make it easy to do business anywhere. And that mission began attracting small factories and entrepreneurs across China who had never before had access to global customers. What started inside a tiny apartment was slowly becoming the foundation of a digital empire that would soon challenge the very structure of global commerce. As the early 2000s arrived, Jack Ma faced his first true battlefield when global giant eBay entered China and attempted to dominate the market. Most analysts believed Alibaba would be crushed instantly, but Jack Ma understood something foreign competitors did not. Chinese consumers valued trust, community, and communication. Instead of copying Western models, he launched Taobao, a free consumer-to-consumer platform designed specifically for the Chinese market, allowing small sellers to list products without fees. While eBay charged commissions and operated with a global template, Taobao adapted to local culture, integrating messaging tools and user-friendly features that made buyers feel secure. Within just a few years, Taobao overtook eBay in China, forcing the American giant to retreat. Then came Alipay, a payment system created to solve the problem of trust between buyers and sellers, holding funds in escrow until transactions were confirmed. And this innovation further strengthened Alibaba's ecosystem. By 2014, Alibaba's IPO on the New York Stock Exchange became the largest public offering in history at the time, raising $25 billion and cementing Jack Ma's status as one of the most powerful figures in global business. A former English teacher who had not only beaten international competition, but reshaped the structure of digital commerce itself. By 2020, Jack Ma was not just a billionaire entrepreneur, but a global symbol of China's private sector success, admired on international stages and celebrated as the visionary behind Alibaba Group. However, everything changed after a high-profile speech in Shanghai, where he publicly criticized China's financial regulators, calling the traditional banking system outdated and resistant to innovation. Shortly after, Ant Group, Alibaba's financial affiliate and the company behind Alipay, was preparing for what would have been the largest IPO in history, until Chinese authorities abruptly suspended it just days before launch. The move shocked global markets and signaled a dramatic shift in Beijing's attitude toward powerful tech moguls. Soon after, Jack Ma vanished from public view for months, skipping major appearances and disappearing from media coverage, sparking worldwide speculation about his fate. Although he later resurfaced in limited appearances, the message was clear: In China, no entrepreneur, no matter how influential or wealthy, stands above the state. The man who once symbolized limitless ambition had suddenly become a reminder of the delicate balance between innovation and political power. Today, Jack Ma remains one of the most influential figures in modern business history, not simply because he built Alibaba Group into a trillion-dollar ecosystem spanning e-commerce, cloud computing, logistics, and digital finance, but because he changed the narrative of what was possible for entrepreneurs in China. He proved that a former English teacher with no technical background could outmaneuver global giants, inspire millions of small businesses, and help reshape global trade. Yet his story is also a cautionary tale about power, visibility, and the invisible boundaries that exist between innovation and authority. While his sudden disappearance reflects the complex reality of operating at the highest levels of influence in China, whether remembered as a fearless visionary, a bold risk-taker, or a businessman who flew too close to political fire, his journey from repeated rejection to global dominance will remain one of the most dramatic transformations in tech history.